My name is Sofia and I'm from Brazil, but the city is Brasília, the District Federal, aka the capital of Brazil.
My name is Maria Alice. Most people know me just by Alice. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I grew up in both Rio and Duque de Caxias, which is like the second and third most populated city in the state. So just a Rio girl. I grew up initially in an island in Rio called Ilha do Governador. It's a very specific area in the city. So I would spend half of the week there and the other half of the week in Duque de Caxias, which is another city. And those were like completely different areas.
My name is Yaroslav Postovalov. Everybody calls me Eric for short. Came from Russia like 5 years ago. It was cold, I would sure say that, and lots and lots and lots of rain. It's a certain uncertainty and sort of depression when it comes to like sort of cold and mixed with rain, and it's cold all times. Like it's never a time when you will feel warm.
I think in Brazil we first hear about United States like somewhere on 5th grade, 6th grade, something like that.
I've always been a nerd, so I've always liked to learn things. I was very good at geography when I was a child, so the United States was just a big country in the map for me. But I also really like movies and video games and that kind of stuff. So my first introduction to American culture would probably be like movies and music. I remember that when I was a child, a movie that was like extremely popular in Brazil was White Chicks.
Oh, the deception! The betrayal, man, you deceived me!
When I first learned of USA, I first thought of it as a miracle. Like every citizen of Russia that felt autocracy, right, in our government, felt that they have to change their lives in order to move somewhere else to have a better career or a better future.
When I started high school, it was the easiest days of my life because comparing to Brazil is not easy at all.
I didn't want to come to Florida, I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, oh, can I go to New York? I don't have the money. I cannot even afford like a 4-year course, so I'm just doing the AS because of that. So I was like, you know, Florida is cheaper than New York, but it's not like middle of nowhere Kansas. And I know there are a lot of like Brazilians here and a lot of Latinos in general. And I was very unconfident with the English language at the time. So I was just like, it's gonna be better if I meet Brazilians around so I can feel more comfortable.
It was a necessary change for us as a family of Northerners to be in a different place where we belong, I guess. Start something new and start something fresh.
Everything was so fast because I just started high school over there, and then I was like, Mom, but what about high school? Am I have to study hard twice? What am I gonna do? And she was like, oh, don't worry about it. We had to pack, we have to get the tickets, we had to do everything in the house, and we have to sold the house too.
Hardest thing, not having a reliable metro or bus system.
I guess just racial recognition, because we didn't have much diversity back where I was from, and this different view on life is just very unusual for me, and that was mentally hardest thing to achieve this moral stability between all sorts of people.
You cannot even just talk or say hi. They're just like, hi. bro.
I would never have access to the things that I have here if it wasn't for being here.